Morning. Up nice and early. It's a little before sunrise. We got a big day today, so I want to get up and out. They serve a brunch here, not brunch, breakfast, but not until 7, so we're going to be out way before then. So I'm just going to go and get something en route at whatever kind of convenience store I can find on the way, get all my shopping needs done for what I need for dinner and stuff, and we're off and heading into the hills. A lot of cool sights to see today, so I'll finish up here and we'll be back on the road here shortly. Nice and quiet city morning before sunrise. I've been finding myself really tired at the end of the day when I get to camp, and it's still only like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. The trail's not physically difficult, it's just pretty flat walking, but it's been more mentally challenging for me, practicing my Japanese and trying to read every single road sign I see. It just makes me tired at the end of the day. There's the 7-Eleven to stock up on food. Okay, we're all set. Next stop is about 11 kilometers up is a roadside station. I think we'll be getting there right about the time they open. I don't know if we'll need any food or anything there, but we'll poke our head in and take a rest break off the feet at least. I think we're pretty much outside of Nobeoka now. I think we have a couple of tunnels to go through today. What's cool here is we get our own little pedestrian one. There are signs for a museum just off here on the left for Saigo Takamori, one of the most famous samurai to ever live. He famously led the Satsuma Rebellion in the late 1800s. And the movie The Last Samurai is loosely based on his exploits. We're getting light intermittent sprinkles of rain, but in general it's not supposed to rain today. Maybe only about 10 to 20% of the cherry blossoms left. Here we are for the first stop of the day, Kitagawa Hayuma Michino Eki. I think they open in like another 15 or 20 minutes, but all I need to do is use the bathroom and take a sit down, so I think I should be fine here. Nothing else I really need. All done with our rest stop at the Michino Eki, and we're going into another tunnel. Continuing up river valleys all day, passing by small villages. Our next waypoint is about 3 hours worth of walking, about 13 kilometers. It's going to be a pretty special little spot. 25 kilometers left is the Onsen Bijin no Yu. It's for beautiful people. So I will not be allowed there. It's nice that all the traffic out here is slowly getting lighter and lighter. And we still got a sidewalk, so that's all good. I've seen several patches like this where a landslide from an earthquake probably has collapsed a little bit of a hillside. I keep catching this whiff of dango, and it makes me hungry. I haven't had it yet on this trip. Dango is like an ancient Japanese snack food. You take cooked rice, pound it into kind of like a dough, and then you pinch off little balls of it, put the balls on skewers, grill it over a fire, add a sweet glaze. It's really yummy. And now I can't stop thinking of dango. As we've been making our way up the Kitagawa River Valley, at random intervals there's been signage and sirens along the side of the road and stuff that when the horn blows, it's to let you know to get away from the water, get to higher ground, because there's a dam further up and they on occasion release the floodwaters. And tunnels are just back to back to back. A little bit of daylight and then right into the next one. Just about made it to the next rest stop. We're going to meet someone up here, and I can already see them. There's a bunch of Ghibli-inspired characters around here. Hopefully some of you guys can recognize some of these. This is the robot from Laputa, Castle in the Sky. The little creature on his shoulder is from Nazca, the Valley of the Wind. And there's some Kodama in the trees. And over here is the bus stop. And there's No Face. Trying to remember exactly the anime he was from. I've been to the bathhouse that it was actually based on, the Dogo Onsen. I've actually been to that bathhouse. I think this is the forest spirit from Princess Mononoke. Well, this has been a neat place to have lunch. Enjoyed a little sit down and a bite to eat. I think someone just made all this Ghibli themed stuff all on their own, and it became a little roadside attraction. Time to move on. The next landmark is going to be about 9 kilometers up is another Michino Eki, and we should be able to get some food there. I found the dam. Looks like we're crossing into the Oita prefecture, and the Michino Eki for Ume is 3.7 kilometers ahead. Definitely taking a rest break there. Coming up to another tunnel. The sign on the left there says 1,613 meters. Another long one. This tunnel is practically straight the whole way. Looks like it curves left way at the end. Finally made it out the super long tunnel. Looks like there's another dam up in this end. 1 more kilometer, the Michino Eki Ume. Well, it looked like the little restaurant here was closed, but there was a small shop where I could get some little sushi stuff, some dessert, got a little coffee thing, so we got something chilling in this little break room area. And we got some entertainment about hiking. Well, that was a really great stop. Chilled there for an hour, but I gotta keep moving. Still got a ways to go to get to camp. Next waypoint, 6 kilometers. More tunnels. Gonna be making a left at the light onto Route 6. Going down that way. Coming up on our next destination. Another Studio Ghibli inspired creation in this cute little mountain valley village. We've got the bus stop from My Neighbor Totoro. Oh, super cute. Cat bus 50 meters ahead. That's what they're waiting for. Little Totoro stop. There's a sign for the cat bus. Oh, there it is back there. Well, that was really cute to see. I wanted to stop in and take a look at that. It's on the way to camp anyway. Now we only got 2 more kilometers left. Guess we got 1 more tunnel to do today. But we're almost at camp. And we made it. Nakadake campsite. Bathrooms, usual stuff. Little space for tents, and there's already some people here. Cool. There we go, all set up, right on the shores. A little river going by. So I think that's gonna do it for today. We did near 42 kilometers, best I can guess, which is dang near a marathon, and that's a lot. I don't need to be doing that many, but that's kind of how it came out, bouncing between campgrounds and stuff coming up. Oh man, but sun's going behind the mountain. It's supposed to get cold tonight, I think down to at least 4 degrees Celsius, perhaps colder. We are kind of down at the bottom of a valley, but I'll be bundled up and ready for whatever comes, and I'm going straight to bed because I'm tired. So thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. Definitely chilly. My fingers are all numb trying to pack everything up this morning, but it should warm up nice and good. I think yesterday the high was about 13, and today's going to be around 23 Celsius, of course. And mileage-wise, I think it's about 35 kilometers or so is what today's going to look like to get us up to another campground. Starting out this morning with a little bit of a backtrack, getting back to the main route 326. Back up to the intersection with the main route, taking a left, continuing north. I guess we've lost our river valley views. We're just kind of meandering through the hills. Another little village in a valley. There's a well-manicured little family grave plot with the trees and flowers and everything. This railing here is dented in as if something contacted it from the other side, from this side of the railing, and I'm just imagining a massive flood or a landslide or something that had piled up 100 feet high and smashed into the railing here. I love these kind of views, these little mountain valley communities. I like saying hi to the older folks I see walking the roads and things. They're getting their steps in this morning. Pass by, I always say Ohayo gozaimasu. And even on the main long trails in the States and stuff, I like seeing guys and gals that are 70 plus out there doing big 20-mile days. They're never too old. They stay in shape, get out there on these trails. I don't know all my tree species, but there's a lot of variety, patchwork going on of trees. Different clusters of areas you can tell on the hillsides. was over 1 kilometer long. Now we're immediately into another one. I'm in between some more tunnels, and there's a little rest stop pull-off area here, so I'm going to take the opportunity, dry some stuff out. There was a good bit of condensation from last night. And there is a vending machine here, so I think I'm going to grab myself a drink. I usually like either the milk teas or the coffee milks are pretty good, but there's water, normal tea, Coke, stuff like that. Well, that was a great little rest break stop. I had myself a nice cold coffee milk, finished some of my snacks, ate up a second breakfast, got everything dried out, back into another tunnel. This one's not too long, I can see light on the other end of it. There's already another tunnel up ahead. They're just back to back to back. This is 4 or 5 in a row now. I've already lost count. We've been slowly gaining altitude, a couple 100 meters. And I think we're finally starting to work our way downhill into the next little valley mountain town. I can see some buildings down there in the distance. This is the biggest little mountain town we've been to so far, coming up on Bungo Ono. The middle of town's down that way. In general, we're working our way around the town. I like passing by these places with the well-manicured trees in their yard. Winding through some neighborhoods. Made it to a Family Mart. Gonna drop in here for a resupply. I need a day's worth of food and a bathroom break. Okay, we're all set. Next stop in about 4.5 kilometers is the Michino Eki Mie. And we'll be in time there for a late lunch. We can chill there for a bit. Passing by this little post office reminds me, if you ever need cash, look for a post office, because they always have ATM machines that work for international cards, so you should be able to get cash out. We made it, Michino Eki Mie. Oh, great looking lunch with an awesome view. The lunch was great. I got a little ice cream dessert. Well, that was a fantastic stop with great food. Now it's time to finish up the day. Looks like we got about 6.5 kilometers. Should take about an hour and a half to get to camp. Are these onions? There's a lot. I'm adventuring off the beaten path. I don't know if this is going to be a shortcut or a dead end. The old bridge is open. We should be okay. I don't think people go that old route much anymore. We're almost there, just a little further ahead, to the Inukai River Park Campground. I don't think I mentioned yet, but this place is a pay site place. You can rent cabins and stuff. But it looks like for tent camping, they've got kind of a dispersed camping field. So I don't think that's on reservation. If anything, I may only have to pay an entrance fee. It could be off-season and no one's there. We'll find out in a few minutes. We're all set. That worked out perfectly. Anywhere in the field. It's kind of a car camping area, so it looks like you just pull your vehicles right up and camp wherever the heck you want. I'm gonna get myself a spot. It looks like there's plenty of space. Okay, and with that, I think we're good to go for the night. That was pretty cool. I had a full conversation on how to get checked in and how and where to take out the garbage and use the facilities and where the shower was and all the rules and regulations for the whole place, and I followed along in perfect Japanese. It was great. Probably the best conversational experience I had out here so far. So I feel like I'm doing good, at least at a somewhat basic level. But that is it. Tomorrow we got one more day of hiking, and we're getting into Beppu for a nice long break and chilling in hot springs, which is going to be well deserved. So that is going to be awesome coming up in the future. So that is it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the next one.